morning children. I hope class 8 children are watching this video. Last day, if you have watched our first video, we had discussed about our first chapter, rational numbers, and under rational numbers many things we had discussed. So today we see under rational numbers what things we are going to discuss. So these things are there. Representation of rational number on real line, because in first topic only, in first video only we had to discuss, but we did not. So we will see representation of rational number on real line, properties of multiplication of rational numbers. In first video we had seen properties of addition of rational numbers, and obviously some questions we will see from exercise. So let's start. Here you see representation of rational numbers on real line or number line. So here you see represent 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 on the number line or real line. So what we need to do, because already in class 7 we have studied how integers can be represented on number line. So what is required to be done? One line is required to be drawn. And what you need to do, some name you give, some way, affix a point and some name you give. Suppose I have given the name O, and from here 0 is starting. So as in integer we have seen, if you are moving rightward, positive numbers will come, and when you are coming towards leftward, negative numbers will come. It means what? If you are moving rightwards, the value of number will increase, and if you are coming leftward, then value of number will be decreased. So in integers it is very easy. Suppose if you want to represent 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and here minus 1, minus 2 and so on can be represented. So here we will see how rational numbers will be represented. So we need to represent 1 by 2. So what we will do, one unit we will take. Suppose this distance, name can be given. Suppose you have given OA, this side, and left side you have given OA dash or OP, whatever name you can give. Now you see, suppose this is 1 unit, this is 0, and this is 1. In the same way this side, this is minus 1. Now you have to find out 1 by 2. So in fraction you have seen, suppose if any figure you have like this, and you need to divide it into 2 equal parts. So like this you will divide, and this part will be called 1 by 2. So in the same way, this whole 1 unit is required to be divided into 2 parts. So suppose this B, OB is the half of OA. So OA has been divided into 2 equal parts as a OB and BA. In the same way, this side also can be divided. Now you see 1 by 2, where it will come? 1 by 2 means what? Half. So this is 1. So half will be where? Here. 1 by 2. Just you count. This is 0. This is 1 by 2. And this is 2 by 2. This also can be said 2 by 2. This is 1 by 2 and this is 2 by 2. 2 by 2 means what? If you are cancelling this, what will get? Ultimately 1. And leftward if you are coming, this will be your minus 1 by 2, and again in the same way this will be minus 2 by 2, and if you are cancelling this, what you will get? Minus 1. So in this way we can represent. So you try to do yourself. Some in exercise also few questions are there, you try yourself how it to be done. Okay, next example we will see. I have taken all the examples from your book itself so that you will understand, and in exercise whatever questions are there you should be able to do. represent 2 by 3 and minus 2 by 3. So what we need to do, again the same thing you do. You start with 0, name you give, suppose 4, and this is A, any name can be given, A dash, like this, and this is 1, and this is minus 1. Now here you see, you have to represent 2 by 3. So any one unit we have taken. Now you see, this part, always you will see in denominator what number is there. So in denominator you have 3. So this part should be divided into 3 equal parts. So this, suppose you divide 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3 equal parts. This side 1, 2. So this also has been divided into 3 equal parts. Now you will see, this part will be called 1 by 2. Sorry, 1 by 3. This part will be called 1 by 3 because in 3 parts you have divided. This part will be called 2 by 3 and this one will be called 3 by 3. So if you are cancelling this, you will get 1. In the same way, minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3 and minus 3 by 3. But here you have to show only 2 by 3 and minus 2 by 3. So no need to write these all. Only you need to write 2 by 3, this 2 by 3 and minus 2 by 3. So in this way you can represent. Okay, now we will see. You have third example. Represent 13 by 5 and minus 13 by 5 on the number line. So here what you need to do, again the same process will be applied. Draw a straight line like this. Somewhere you fix the point and name it. Suppose this is O and that is starting with 0. Now you see 13 by 5 you have. What you need to do, this is an improper fraction. So you need to convert it into mixed fraction. So what you need to do, 13 by 5 you have, just to divide, what you will get? 2 whole and 3 upon 5. 5 to the 10 and 3, 13 by 5 can be written. And in the same way, minus 13 by 5 can be written as minus 2 whole 3 upon 5. Now you see, now it is easy. 2 whole means what? 2 parts you have to take. And in third part, you have to show 3 by 5. So how we will do? Here you see, this is suppose 1, 2 and this is 3. And in the same way, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Now you see 2 whole it is. So this is 1 and this is 2. So these 2 whole and this 3 by 5 you have to show over here. So always what I say, denominator you see, here denominator we have 5. So this part is required to be divided into 5 equal parts. So divide that 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you see 5 parts you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as I had explained in previous examples, here this will be 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5 and 5 by 5. So you have to show 3 by 5. So here 1, 2, 3. This point will be 3 by 5. So you can say this point is 2 whole 3 by 5. In the same way, left side, this portion is required to be divided into 5 equal parts like this. And 1, 2, 3, this one. This will be your minus 2 whole 3 upon 5. You can name it. Suppose this is OA and OA dash. So this distance what you have got, this is minus 2 whole 3 upon 5, and this distance what we got, this is 2 whole 3 upon 5. So likewise, if other questions are there, just if this type of question you will be having, first step is what? You convert that into mixed fraction, and then you see like this it will come, and then you draw number line. Okay, now we will see property of multiplication of rational numbers. So already we have done before in our first video we had taken properties of addition of rational numbers. So first property in multiplication what we have, closure property, and that is what, the product of two rational numbers is always a rational number. It is same as our addition of rational number, what property we had, the same as we have closure property. The product of two rational numbers is always a rational number. What does it mean? If suppose if A by B and C by D, you have two rational numbers. If A by B and C by D, if you have two rational numbers are rational numbers, then A by B into C by D, what product you will get, that will be a rational number. Here you see, we will take some example. Suppose any two rational number you take, 1 by 5 and minus 3 by 10. Suppose in place of A by B you have 1 by 5, and in place of C by D you have minus 3 by 2. So product of this means what? If you are multiplying these two numbers, what you are getting, you see, 1 into minus 3 you will get minus 3 divided by 5 into 2, what will get? 10. Now you see this number what you have got, minus 3 by 10, what it is? This is also a rational number. What is a rational number? Rational number are the numbers which can be represented in the form of P by Q or A by B, where denominator, either you say Q or B, that must not be equal to 0 and both should be integers. So here you see this is a rational number. So our first property says closure property. What it says? The product of two rational numbers means two rational numbers you have taken, and product what you are getting, that should be, and that is a rational number. So that you solve. So other examples also you can put by yourself and check yourself. So you will find the same. Okay, next we will see. Next we see our property 2, and what it is, commutative law. What it says, two rational numbers can be multiplied in any order. Two rational numbers what you have, any rational number if you have, that can be multiplied in any order. Thus for any rational numbers A by B and C by D, we have A by B into C by D. Suppose two rational numbers you got, A by B and C by D. So this can be multiplied in any order. So first you can write C by D and then you write A by B. Either if you are writing A by B into C by D or C by D into A by B, the product what you will get, that will be same. Take an example. Suppose minus 3 by 5 in place of A by B you have kept into minus 3 by 10. Now you see, if you are multiplying, what you will get? Minus into minus plus 3 into 3, 9 divided by 5 into 10, 50 you got. If order you will change, if order you are changing, what you will write? minus 3 by 10 into minus 3 by 5. Now you see it comes or not equal to this. Minus into minus plus and 3 3 is 9 divided by 10 5 is 50. Again the same thing you got 9 by 50 and 9 by 50. So in any order, if not only 2, more than 2 also, if decimal numbers will be there and you need to multiply, that can be written in any order. What product you will get, that will be the same. Okay, now we will see our next property and what it is, associative law. What it says, while multiplying 3 or more rational numbers, they can be grouped in order. Thus, they can be grouped in any order. They can be grouped in any order. Thus, for any rational, suppose 2 or more rational numbers you have, a by b, c by d and e by f. So, they can be grouped, just you see, a by b and c by d have been grouped into e by f, and in here, a by b into c by d into e by f has been grouped. So if you are grouping in this way, the product what you will get, both the products will be same. So just see any example. Suppose minus 1 by 2 into minus 3 by 5 you have taken into minus 3 by 10. Now you simplify this. What you will get? Minus into minus plus and 3 into 1, 3 divided by 2 into 5, 10 into minus 3 by 10. What you will get? 3 3 is 9 means minus 9 divided by 100. If you are grouping a by b and c by d, product you got minus 9 by 100. If you are grouping c by d and e by f, what product you will get? Just you see, minus 1 by 2 into minus 3 by 5 into minus 3 by 10. You simplify this, what you will get? Minus 1 by 2 into 3 3 is 9 and minus into minus plus divided by 5 10 is 50. Now, minus 1 into 9, minus 9 divided by 100. Just you see, here also you got minus 9 by 100 and here you got minus 9 by 100. It means, if 2 or more rational numbers you will be having, that can be grouped in any order, product what you will get, that will be same. Okay, our next property we have, property 4, and what it says, for any rational number a by b, we have a by b into 1 is equal to 1 into a by b and that is equal to a by b. What it is called? Existence of multiplicative identity. 1 is called the multiplicative identity for rationals. It means what? If any rational number you have and you are multiplying with 1, you will get the same number will not change. Here you see, example you take, suppose minus 2 by 3 into 1. If you are multiplying this, the same thing you will get. This 1 can be written as 1 by 1. So numerator and numerator if you are multiplying, you will get minus 2 by 3 into 1, 3. So by 1, if any even integers or whole numbers or even rational numbers are getting multiplied, the value of number does not change. So minus 2 by 3 into 1, you will get minus 2 by 3. In other way also, if you are writing 1 into minus 2 by 3, the same product you are getting 1 into minus 2 by 3. And that's why this 1 is called the multiplicative identity. This is so easy but important. It comes in exam. 1 is called the multiplicative identity for rationals. Okay, here now we will see our next property, that is property 5. existence of multiplicative inverse. Again, this multiplicative inverse is very important because that comes in exam, and you must know also what is multiplicative inverse. This is also called reciprocal. So you remember this. Every non-zero rational number a by b has its multiplicative inverse b by a. Every non-zero rational number. What does it mean? Means suppose if any number you have 0 by 5. So this is also a rational number, but here every non-zero rational number a by b, this should not be considered, except this zero rational number. Any other rational number that you have a by b has its multiplicative inverse b by a. So here you see a by b into b by a means a by b into reciprocal of this, or a by b into multiplicative inverse of this b by a is equal to b by a into a by b is equal to 1. It means if you are multiplying any rational number with its multiplicative inverse, you have rational number a by b, and if you are multiplying this number with its multiplicative inverse or reciprocal, it means b by a, then product what you will get? 1. So here you see with some example. Suppose you have 2 by 5. In place of a by b, you have 2 by 5. And reciprocal of this will be what? 5 by 2. Reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of 2 by 5 will be 5 by 2. And if you are multiplying this, what will get? You will get 1. Here you see some other example. Suppose minus 2 you have. So multiplicative inverse of minus 2 will be 1 by minus 2. Multiplicative inverse of minus 2 will be 1 by minus 2, because minus 2 can be written as minus 2 by 1, and multiplicative inverse of minus 2 by 1 will be 1 by minus 2. And if we are multiplying this, what will get? We will get 1. And one more thing that is important, this inverse or multiplicative inverse or reciprocal can be written as this way also. X to the power minus 1 if you are writing, it means this is what? 1 by x. So it also can be said, multiplicative inverse or reciprocal. Multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of x is equal to x to the power minus 1. Or this can be written as 1 by x. Multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of x is equal to x to the power minus 1 or 1 by x. Suppose you are putting any number in place of x. Suppose you have 2 by 3. So multiplicative inverse of 2 by 3 can be written as 2 by 3 to the power minus 1, or can be written as 2 by 3 1 by 2 by 3, or can be written as 1 divided by 2 by 3, or again it can be written as 1 into 3 by 2, it means 3 by 2. So either you write reciprocal of 2 by 3 is equal to 2 by 3 inverse, or directly you write 3 by 2. So in this way it can be simplified and can be written. So you need to remember any rational number is having its reciprocal, and that is b by a, and if you are multiplying both the numbers you are getting 1. Okay, now we will see our next property, that is property 6, distributive law of multiplication over addition. For any three rational numbers a by b, c by d and e by f, we have a by b into, in bracket you have distribute plus, c by d plus e by f is equal to a by b into c by d plus a by b into e by f. What does it mean? If a by b is getting multiplied with this whole c by d plus e by f, you can write as a by b into c by d. This has been written a by b into c by d plus, here plus has been given, a by b into e by f. If minus sign will be there, minus can be put. Here if minus will be there, minus you can put. So here we take some example. Suppose you have 2 by 3 into minus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 5. Then you see, if you are simplifying this, what you will get? 2 by 3 into this you simplify, what you will get? LCM will get 10, 2 5 is 10 and 5 1 is 5. So minus 5 it will be, plus 5 2 is 10 and 2 3 is 6. So what you got? 2 by 3 into minus 5 plus 6, 1 by 10, it means 2 by 30 you got. Now you are applying distributive law. Then what you will get? So in distributive law, what you can do? 2 by 3 into minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3 into 3 by 5. Now you simplify this. This you will get minus 2 by 3 2 is 6 plus, here you will get 2 2 is 2 3 is 6 and 3 5 is 15. Now LCM will be taken. 6 and 15 you find out LCM. 6 and 15. 2 3 is 6. Sorry. 3 2 is 6 and 3 5 is 15. 5 2 is 10 and 10 3 is 30. 30 you got. 6 5 is 30 and 5 2 is 10 and plus 15 2 is 30 and 2 6 is 12. So what you get? Minus 10 plus 12 is equal to 2 by 30. Now you see, either if you are writing in this way, product you are getting 2 by 30, and if you are applying distributive law, then product you are getting 2 by 30. It means what? If 3 or more rational numbers you will have, then this can be written as a by b into this whole c by d plus e by f. Here distributive law can be applied. So a by b into c by d plus a by b into e by f can be written. Now we will see our next property. Okay, what our next property says? Multiplicative property of 0. Every rational number multiplied with 0 gives 0. Thus, for any rational number a by b, we have a by b into 0 can be written as 0 into a by b, and that will be equal to 0. So, as you know, if you are multiplying any number with 0, result is what? 0. In the same way, in rational number also that is applied. If take any example, suppose minus 2 by 5, and if you are multiplying that with 0, it can be written as 0 into minus 2 by 5, and if you are multiplying, result will be 0. So any rational number, if you are multiplying with 0, product will come 0. But in addition and subtraction, what happens? If you are adding 0 and subtracting 0, then what you get? Number does not change. That you need to remember. Only when you are multiplying, product will get 0. Okay, now we will see some questions from exercise 1B. But before that, again one suggestion will be there. Just you go through all the examples, whatever has been given in book. You try to solve yourself in any need. Take help from the examples, but you go through all the examples that must be there in your notebook. Then you come to exercise. Here you see first question. Find each of the following products. So easy it is. 3 by 5 into minus 7 by 8. What you need to do? Numerator and numerator you multiply. 3 into 7. 3 7 ja 21. Plus into minus divided by 5 8 ja 40. That's it. Rest all the questions you will be able to solve. Second question you see, verify each of the following. You need to verify 3 by 7 into minus 5 by 9 is equal to minus 5 by 9 into 3 by 7. So it is what? Just you, how you verify? Suppose you see LHS. LHS you have 3 by 7 into minus 5 by 9. You simplify this. 3 into 5, 15 minus divided by 7 9 63. And when you are writing your notebook, state-wise you write like this way. This should be written over here, not here. Here in book we don't have place, that's why I am writing. Otherwise it should be written over here. Now you see RHS. Okay, in RHS what we have? Minus 5 by 9 into 3 by 7. Here you see 5 3 is 15 and 9 7 is 63. So LHS you got minus 15 by 63 and RHS you got minus 15 by 63. So here you can write LHS is equal to RHS, and that is verifiable. In this way you write. Okay, next you see, find reciprocal. So easy it is. As I have told you, reciprocal of 13 by 25. Reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. Reciprocal of 13 by 25 will be equal to 25 by 13. You write. Now you see reciprocal of 0 by 2. 0 by 2. One thing you need to remember. And reciprocal of 1 will be always 1. That you need to remember. Find the value of this. Again, this has been written in inverse. So this can be written as 5 by 8 to the power minus 1. If you are simplifying, how you are simplifying? 1 by 5 by 8 or 1 divided by 5 by 8, or it can be written as 1 into 8 by 5. So finally you will get 8 by 5. Or directly you can write, because you know this is what in reciprocal of this, just you write. So 5 by 8 to the power minus 1 will be 8 by 5. Directly also you can write. So it is better to simplify and you write, so that you will understand better. So this all the questions from this exercise you will be able to solve. So next day we will discuss next topic. Till then, thank you.